Hello there everyone. This short video has been created to allow you to have an insight into the selection, creation and testing of the material selected for the BearShield protection project. Please sit back and enjoy. The first step in constructing the prototype was to stick a sheet of rubber to a wire mesh. This was done with double-sided sticky tape. After this, an Evo stick adhesive was used to attach the padding to the back of the wire mesh. Through this we created our 3-layer concept design, and now you are aware of how the concept was created. Let's move on to the testing. To test the various materials, 3 weapons were used, the first of which being the scissors you see here. As the scissors are fairly blunt-ended, the mesh layer has no trouble stopping them, even though the rubber top is damaged. Moving on to the second weapon, a cutlery knife, we again see the wire mesh is successful in stopping the impact, as the cutlery knife is also relatively blunt. The third and final weapon is a sharper kitchen knife. This poses more of a threat due to it being a more deadly stabbing weapon, as you will see here. The knife completely pierces this mesh and rubber layer, embedding itself in the foam below. Here you can see the puncture hole. One final more aggressive test pierced the prototype so deeply that the end of the knife protruded from the foam padding. The second material tested was a disc of thin wire mesh. This mesh deformed well under the pressure of the blunt impact of the scissors, although did pierce on the second test. Next, the disc of thin wire mesh was tested with the cutlery knife. Again it deformed well under a blunt impact, and so the mesh was not penetrated. Finally, a disc of mesh wire faced up against the kitchen knife, and like the last material, it was easily pierced on every test. The final material to be tested was braided steel hose that had been cut in half and flattened as much as possible. This hose has very finely woven steel wires. In the test of the blunt objects, both scissor and cutlery knife, it proved to be very difficult to damage, and upon inspection, no damage could be found. Where the braided wire really performed was in the kitchen knife test. Both previous materials had failed badly here, but even when pierced, the hose allowed only a minimal amount of blade through, making us confident that it was the best material to use.